Welcome to the story of the Transfiguration. This story is from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 17, verse 1 through 13. The lesson focus for grades 5 and 6 is God transforms us. The word Messiah means the one anointed by God. Jesus was born at a time when people of Israel were expecting a Messiah. They weren't exactly sure who they were looking for. Some were expecting a king or warrior leader, others a prophet or high priest, and still others a servant anointed for the task of justice. Jesus' teaching, preaching, and healing attracted large crowds and lots of questions and speculations. People began to wonder if he could be the Messiah. The Transfiguration of Jesus is a story full of mystery and symbol. It is difficult to understand completely. What is clear is that it connects to the past, as shown by the details it shares with other Old Testament stories. However, it also points forward to the future. When God speaks in this story, it is to identify Jesus as his beloved Son and to tell the disciples to listen to him. God seems to say, "Look, I am doing something new. Watch for the transformation. Be a part of it." Jesus is the Messiah. He is the one God anointed to fulfill all that was promised in the Old Testament and to reveal what God is up to now. We believe in a God who transforms us, and God's changes can surprise us. God is always up to something new. God points back to the past, then says, "Watch for what I'm doing now," and then points us to the future. Each of us is part of a community. As members of a Christian community, we are called to listen to Jesus and to be kind to one another. The original disciples of Jesus did not know exactly what the transformation meant, and neither do we, perhaps. But its theme is clear. God is up to something new. We are to watch, follow, listen, and be surprised. Jesus was transformed by God on top of a mountain. Though such changes may not happen so dramatically in our own lives, God transforms us. Some of your kids will recognize adolescence as a transfiguring time in their lives, but others won't. One way to help your kids appreciate the new challenges and responsibilities that come with this age is by letting them know that you were once their age too. Don't be something you're not. Your kids want a relationship with an adult who is honest, forthright, and genuine. You can have fun and keep your kids engaged without pretending to be someone you're not. Maybe you're more tech savvy than they are, or maybe you're old enough to be their grandparent. Kids will love you for being you. Depending on your group, you might want to consider submitting written answers for the arrival activity. Kids this age are more likely to vote as their friends vote rather than think about their own opinions. Have some volunteers add up and tally the answers while you plot them on your graph. This lesson reveals the same mountain imagery that you've seen popping up in many past lessons. After you read the Transfiguration story from the Spark Bible, point out that important things happen on mountains in the Bible. Why do your kids think that is? Drawing attention to this kind of imagery will show your kids that all of Scripture is connected and that this kind of writing is no accident. Kids will write down life-changing moments in the What's Your Mountain leaflet activity. These changes may or may not be something they want to share. Make sure they know ahead of time that they don't have to share these events if they don't want to. It is better to let kids be honest and not share than to have them make something up that they feel comfortable sharing. We can witness the ways that others are changed by God, just like the disciples witnessed Jesus' transformation. Help your kids discover that God transforms us.